What's up, everyone? It's Canaan.
It's Jesse.
And we are the Geeky Saying Couple, and today we're giving you a random RWBY theory video. Normally, we usually don't post about theories that the fandom is going nuts for, but this one may actually happen. So this is based off something that happened in Chapter 12, so we're not going to go into spoiler territory, even though we're going to have an analysis up and it's going to be all about spoilers, but we always put a spoiler warning. So we may put on the screen somewhere, skip to this if you want to avoid any spoilers from Chapter 12. But we got to jump on this theory. So, as always, guys, as you all know, we had to start all over. Our old channel was taken down, so please hit that subscribe button. Help us get back to 400 subscribers. Click that notification bell. Click that like button. Likes really help people discover the channel. Leave us a comment on what you think about this theory. All right, so in Chapter 12, some things happened. And because of those things, people are now talking about a specific point in the opening. So, in the opening, at the very end, as we all know, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang fall through the ice pretty much and into this dark void. It's very Kingdom Heartsy. Like, I think when we first saw the intro, I said, wow, the new Kingdom Hearts looks great. Like, if this scene was a little bit longer, you could put Simple and Clean into it and like make a little Ruby Kingdom Hearts AMV. But and then as it goes, Ruby looks up and there's this glowing light, and I think, can you see the relic? I don't remember.
You're asking the wrong person right now.
But and then all these grim hands, kind of overtake her and all that. So originally, I didn't put that much thought into it because RWBY openings have a very long history of putting stuff in the openings and it just being symbolism. Like it actually doesn't happen. Like the best example I can think of is Volume 6, where all those grim hands grab Crow and pull him into...
And everyone thought he was going to die.
Yeah, when really it was symbolism of his
drinking problem if he didn't stop.
Yeah, and like his downward spiral over learning that Oz lied to him and everything. So that's how I saw this. I saw it as...
It still might be, but it's obvious, like, it still could stand for something with this theory.
Yeah. Because, I just thought maybe it was, symbolism for them dividing, or just the fact that everybody expected this volume to be very dark and not ending very well, which we still got 2 chapters to go. So
it's been pretty dark and not in their favor so far. Yeah.
So that's the thing. Okay, so we're going to get into a little bit of spoiler territory here. So if you have not seen Chapter 12 or you've not seen our analysis, skip this. We might put a thing on the screen saying skip to.
We'll put it in the description, if you want to avoid a spoiler, skip from here to here.
And if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen Chapter 12, let's go. So they're setting up going to Vacuo, but I even said it in our reaction, it seems like it's still not the right time. Like, it just seems not rushed, but like there's still too much that could be handled in Atlas. And usually we're used to them spending 3 volumes in each kingdom. Vale got 3, Mistral got 3, so you would think Atlas would get 3. But the spirit of the staff gave a pretty forbidding warning. Don't fall. It was like, what happens if we do fall? Death, instant death, or, who knows? But, that was, like, people were posting, they're gonna fall. Especially with Cinder and more than likely Neo hiding within the Atlas citizens, that could very well happen. Now, what will happen, like I've already said, I do not think Team RWBY, at least, will make it to Vacuo right away. Team Junior, Oscar, the Happy Huntresses, everybody else probably will make it to Vacuo, but not Team RWBY. Something will keep them from going right away. And what else is fueling that? It's this. This was an interview with Carrie, and he was asked, more on RWBY's future. We started in Vale, we've seen Mistral, we've seen Menagerie, and now we're in Atlas. Can we assume that Vacuo is next? I think you could assume that. I will never confirm nor deny, and I don't want to say, or not, that there might be a detour on the way, and we definitely would be remiss if we didn't get to see Vacuo at some point, maybe some point soon. Alright, so what can this mean? Well, we're getting a detour.
But it could mean, obviously, like, if this as soon part could be, seeing the citizens and Happy Huntresses arrive. But as for Team RWBY, we'll see Vacuo, but we won't
see them in Vacuo.
Or they'll get a glimpse of it and then something happens.
Yes. And, like, this kind of drives further with, I think it was Miles that did an interview and said that the show might actually not focus much on Vacuo because we're already seeing Vacuo in After the Fall and Before the Dawn. Like, they've kind of said that the books are really what's covering of what's going on in Vacuo. So we might not actually see a lot of Vacuo. We may get we may get 3 volumes. We might not, because they've already covered it in 2 books.
I'm pretty sure we'll at least get a volume, if anything. If we do. Who knows? We could see it in and out.
Yeah, I don't think we're going till volume 10, though. Because so this is the end of the spoiler part, I'm thinking, unless, we'll work around it. Because here's the thing. They have said that volume 9 is going to be very different. And also that they've had the idea for volume 9 since before volume 1. So this was
probably one of the spark ideas.
Yeah.
Was what created for this volume.
So the theory is that Team RWBY are going to fall into this void, but they're not going to die because they're the main protagonists. You can't kill off all 4 main heroes. What it's actually going to do is send them into like this whole other world, maybe where the spirits came from. Who knows? But people are pretty much saying it's going to be like Alice in Wonderland. They are going to fall down the rabbit hole and end up in this whole different alternate reality, maybe. Maybe they'll learn more about the spirits and the relics. Maybe they'll discover a way to defeat Salem, and then they...
Or the keys that's going to lead them to be able to defeat her. Because I don't think they're going to get a definite answer. But they're learning the keys that they need to know to defeat her.
And you can still fit that kind of into the Atlas arc because they're still technically in Atlas. They're just in a different time zone. And I've already made the joke of what if Blake and Yang get separated from Ruby and Weiss and they end up in a garden. There's a garden. Okay. So yeah, we're looking at the Alice in Wonderland theory. And I mean, I don't know yet for Weiss and Yang. But, Ruby's Alice, Blake's the Cheshire Cat, and I don't know who Yang and Weiss would be yet, but, who knows? And
I can't really think, and
you're tired out of your mind right now.
But, I mean, because I know that story, it's just...
Hopefully we get, I don't know if Grimm would exist in this alternate world, but hopefully we get a monster that looks like the Jabberwocky. That'd be so fun. Came whiffling through the Tulgey wood. I'm sorry. I had to sing that song in choir one time. That's a trip. It's not a song, it's a poem in a way, but man, that's a trippy poem.
I think we sang it once, but it was more of a warm up during
it was
choir
fun.
class.
It was fun. It was a fun thing to sing, but it was weird. Like, I'll never get Kalu, Calais. It's like, what the heck? What was this guy on? What was Carol on when he wrote this? Apparently, I think he was on a lot of things when he wrote Alice in Wonderland
I think
and Through
so.
the Looking Glass and all that.
Yeah, it's...
So, yeah, I mean, really, there's not much else to go based on this because, you know, it's not happened yet as of right now. And who knows, we could be 100% wrong. But people, you know, are using this to say, you know, oh, people keep going back to we haven't seen Blake scream yet. And, like, the problem with using that is that Erin wasn't exactly 100% on what she was talking about. Like, for all we know, she screamed because she read what happened in chapter 10, you know? We don't, like, I don't know if she ever said it was actually having to scream for Blake. Did she? Or it's been months since she put that out.
I don't remember. And, I mean, here's the thing also. I mean, this theory could be completely wrong. They could actually go straight through to Vacuo. But the thing is I don't think they're going to stay there. We'll get to more of that in the analysis. But yep. I don't, like, if that doesn't, I don't think they're going to stay there. We'll get the glimpse of it with the people and them, and then they're going to backtrack and detour somewhere else. So,
I think differently. I don't think Team RWBY's making it at all. I don't think they're making it. I'm saying
if they did, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah. Because we've only had 2 volumes with these new outfits, and I don't know. It just seems like there's way too much to still wrap up in Atlas for them to wrap it up in 2 more chapters. With how slow paced Volume 8 has been, because like Volume 8's been a long one, not just in episode count. Like, the episodes themselves have all been longer, have been consistently longer than any other volume. So it's definitely been a very long volume. And you see, my mind is still wrapping around this. Like, bet you anything we could end this video now and like 2 minutes later I'll be like, oh, I should have said that. But yeah, if I come up with anything else, like, we've still not filmed our analysis yet. We're getting to that next. But wanted to get this recorded because it's a theory that is definitely going out. And there's people who are like, I usually don't get behind RWBY fan theories, but Team RWBY, they're gonna fall. But
I mean, it kind of hints, in a way at least, or something's gonna happen because it was mentioned.
Yeah, the fact that it was mentioned within the show. But yeah, I think this will go up after our analysis. That way, you've probably already seen our analysis, so this won't be much of a spoiler. But we will put a spoiler warning. If we don't put anything in the actual video, we'll just put it in the title, like, hey, light spoilers. So yeah, if you've not seen Chapter 12, go watch it first before you watch this or the analysis, or if you just don't care. But yeah, I really think that's all I've got for it. Do you got anything else you want to throw into it? Alrighty. Well, that was our short little theory video about Volume 9 might be Alice in Wonderland. We don't know. And who knows, time might go by differently in that world. It could... A day for Jean and everyone else, and it'd be like years for... Oh gosh, that'd be awful.
I don't think that's gonna
Team RWBY come back and they're all older.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
That'd be something. Or maybe like a day goes by for RWBY and them, and like it'd be an hour for Jean and all them. Who knows? But yeah, I think we could get think of a whole volume that's like the whole flashback of Oz and Salem in Volume 6. Just have a whole volume like that. Of them just...
What if that's 9?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if all Volume 9 is like that? Just them uncovering all this lore and secrets, one chapter after another. That'd be wild. Which we know that Volume 9 is going to be a shorter chapter, so...
And it's supposed to be different. So.
Yeah, like, very different, so... I have no idea. Some people are hoping for a Stark flashback, but besides learning more about Summer, I don't know what that would really do for the story at this point in time.
Well, mean, it's still a mystery on all of them, and I think they do deserve to have some type of flashback, like
but
within one episode.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a whole volume's worth.
No, in one episode, we deserve to know more in depth with Team Stark. Yeah. So, I mean, especially with Summer, like, hell, when Summer took off, like, that would probably, like, if they went over all the team, that could probably be the end.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see a glimpse of them even in the back.
Yeah, maybe like see Raven when she was younger, see if Raven was any different from how she is now and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're going to end it there. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. We desperately need to get back to where we were. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment. And that'll be it for another RWBY Theory video. We're still getting our other videos up, so stay tuned for that, guys. As always, this is Canaan.
This is Jesse.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.